Fight.
Alright guys, this is Fred Chuck Dave. We're doing going against Special Forces Sonya here and playing Pyromancer, so there'll be lots of that combo right there. Special Forces are this version of Sonya, also known as Droneya, was sort of made interesting by a Texas player, but no one has ever really picked it up since then. I think it's very gimmicky and it's very difficult to play to the fullest, but you can basically do corner infinites effectively as long as the drone stays up with this character, and you pretty much have ridiculous setups at all times.
Tanya.
But it's very difficult to play it correctly, and if the opponent knows how to beat it, it doesn't perform very well, so that's why it hasn't seen a ton of tournament play, but it was really funny for that one tournament. It was a Texas Showdown. So if you look at the top 8 for that tournament, you'll see some interesting play. And unfortunately he lost to Chris G because he used Wake Up X-Ray too many times, so the Marvel God, as it were, as Mike Ross would say, didn't take kindly to his being X-rayed too many times, and eventually just started baiting it every time. But unfortunately the comp doesn't really do most of the more elaborate Droneya combos, at least not very hard, to the best of my knowledge, so it's just gonna be me versus the 50-50 game, and sometimes I'll block that stuff, sometimes I won't. Basically, Sonya has a low overhead and an overhead low combo, so... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to play like it was Kombat, but obviously she doesn't have those combos, so I shouldn't be doing that. That's the one run combo that I can do. Well, that's not entirely true, but at least with Tanya. Also, it's her only one, so... The fatality for this is back, forward, so you have to hold block during the two motions. But you actually get a very generous time window to do it. That doesn't mean people don't botch it sometimes, but it's a lot easier than it seems the first few times you try it. It's still probably the hardest fatality to do in the game, but it's not that bad. The drone can suicide like that, and it can cause a pop-up depending on when it hits you. And I don't think the one that, if it's higher up, it won't cause a pop-up, but I could be wrong in that. And obviously, you can just combo perpetually whenever you get those. I should be able to get these as well. Yeah. See if we can get the grab and the purple skeleton, the famed purple skeleton, which the opponent has to not block the EX fireball after getting dusted. So there's never a guarantee that I'll get the purple skeleton, but I always try. Here's some very repetitious combos. So I should just be doing armored dust, and then... No, I blocked, let's see. Now I can only go for the grab. Alas. And the grab has gotten a lot easier to do since I switched to just going for the neutral jump punch. The comp can still tech the throw after the NJP, so you have to make sure that they're already dead by that point if you really want the brutality to come out. That's mostly like a katana reflex, but it still works okay as far as that combo goes. Alright, so I want him to do something. Okay, there we go. So the thing exploded in my face, but it didn't do it fast enough. So my fireball got over. So there you go. There's the wonderful purple skeleton. It looks really weird if you do it to Goro or Ferritor. Or probably Predator too, but I don't have Predator, so let's not worry about that.
Tanya.
And we're moving on to very hard here. Unfortunately, Sonya's combo or costumes, except for the classic one, are all pretty boring. So, like these two, what's the difference? Like, she has elbow pads and her vest is closed with dog tags instead of being open, so a less bland vest.
Sonya blade.
I think her base costume is alright, but every other one is pretty boring, design-wise. I do like Tanya's, the way Tanya looks with Pyromancer with the tattoos, that's pretty cool. And since she doesn't have any weapons to hold, I guess that's her recompense. Okay, so it is on very hard. I was getting pretty lucky there for a second, so I was curious. I think I can just zone this guy out. We'll see. I don't think I've managed to do that in a video with commentary yet, but get the idea. It's not super hard to see when that's happening. There we go. Oh, I thought he was close to the death, or we wouldn't have done that, but I can still win. I'm gonna try to win by zoning. So you just do this and do it very low to the ground, and that will typically work. Oh man. Oh, that was a scramble. I forget. I think this is just the vanilla fatality, it's not the headhunter one. So I think this one is maybe more interesting to look at, but the other one is hard as hell to find in the crypt, so took a long time to find that one. Trusty weird secret rooms and such. Oh. I like to get rid of the dust as fast as possible against very hard, just in case they get in a situation where I can never land it, just so I get the free damage immediately. It does a little bit less when they block, but it doesn't do that much less. As far as the dust contribution to the damage, it does like 6% on block, as opposed to 17%. So you're basically losing 2% in addition to the base fireball damage. So I can try to get, no, that was stupid of me, I guess. Let's just get that. I was trying to get the purple skeleton again, but it was not to be. See, now the blood is missing the head. I don't know why. It seems like it would be hitting it, but apparently not.
Round one, fight.
That's the unsafe combo that you can do if you want to do a meterless 25%. That's the highest that Pyro can do, aside from jumpings. But there's no reason to ever use it in very hard, so I guess I wasn't consciously thinking about using it earlier. I had an abbreviated version of that combo. I'm pretty sure the way Droneya works, you can control the drone even if you're knocked down. So it's always possible to screw up the opponent depending on how you use it. And I'm not dead yet, so yeah, I got him. If that had hit me, then I would have died and the X-ray would not have come out. But since I hit just at the right time, it worked out, so that's cool. Let's just do shurikens. And of course the damage model looks very odd with this vest, so can't really tell what's going on there.
Round one, fight.
I'm pretty sure that move is very unsafe that she did for no reason. It's not even a mix-up, so there's no reason to ever use it, but other than maybe a long-range punish. But sometimes the comp just doesn't have the advanced decision-making. Since Droneya's combos are very elaborate, the comp doesn't seem to like to do them. Because it's reliant on the drone projectile hitting right at the end of your string. That projectile right there. Yeah, that was botched. Another one, of course. I think this is not going to kill. It'll be relatively close, but no, not there. And we'll see if I can actually zone out. This is the pattern you want to do, and it's possible to just do that for the entire match and get like 60% from chip. But you have to basically start at full screen, so come after a knockdown or what have you.
Tanya,
and it's not the easiest thing to keep going forever. But when you get it, it's pretty satisfying, even though it looks lame as hell. But maybe that's why it's satisfying. I think we're on like 4, maybe 5, so probably do 2 more. Oh, crap. You can use the armored interactable to do that. You just press the interactable button R1 and R2 at the same time, and that does work okay in the comp. I can try to do it here. No, it didn't come out, but rest assured I pressed the button. I'm just gonna do the X-ray again. Maybe not. There we go. So if I had pressed X-ray a little bit faster, it would have gone underneath her, as far as I know. It depends on the characters, because they have different jump heights, but that worked out pretty well. And we'll see if she gets out of it. Doesn't look like she's going to. There we go. So I haven't done forward faction kill. That's the last thing to do.
Tanya wins.
See if I remember,
Faction
or if I don't lose. This will be the last one. I have actually gotten beaten up pretty bad by special forces before, just because her mix-up game is very strong, even if she's not doing a ton of damage. And that was a pretty dope combo, whatever the hell that was. So can't give total credit to what is essentially, or take away all credit from what is essentially base Sonya with no variation, and occasional drone usage. But you saw me hitting the extended lane with the drill there. I'm not. Sometimes I'm thinking about whether I should drill or not, but it's mostly about timing the teleport so that she responds to it with something more so than a drill. Doesn't look like I'm gonna win, but we'll see. Oh, she didn't do head on 2, but that's okay. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun, and hope you enjoyed the video.
Sonya wins. Fatality.